Yo, before we even get started, I'm gonna say right now, I do not have a single clip of me surfing because I know half of you guys clicked on this video just to see me surfing. And to be honest, I probably would have clicked on myself to see me surfing too. We actually brought a GoPro, just for the sake of like being able to watch clips of, me and Franklin surfing. But we forgot to bring it out to the water. So there's no clips of me surfing. So I know like probably half of my views just left just now because I said that. Anyway, about a weekend ago, I went surfing with my boy Franklin. Now Franklin just moved in from out of town. He's from Tennessee. He loves to surf, he loves to snowboard, he loves to skate. I love to skate. I've always wanted to surf and snowboard. So it's like honestly a match made in heaven, bro. The dude works out, we work out together, we hang out all the time. He's like my freaking best friend already, and I've only known him for like 2 months. And Franklin's like, yo, bro, we should go surfing this weekend. So I'm like, bet, like, of course. So obviously, that's why I'm wearing my Squirtle surfing. Squirtle, first of all, the best starter Pokemon of all time, no debate. So he takes me to this little town called Port Angeles. It's hecka fun. We stop a few times on the way, whatever, and we go surfing. And I've been surfing before. Like I've went out on the water with a surfboard in a wetsuit, but I've never stood up on a wave, on my board on the waves. So honestly, going out there, it was my third time doing this, but I'd never stood up. So I was kind of nervous, and we were out there for a couple hours. We got there at about like 9 in the morning, and we were there until about 5, I would say. So we go surfing and we're out there, and so the first like 3 hours I'm out there, I cannot stand up to save my life. And we're in Washington, so the waves aren't as big, which is a great place to learn how to surf. And also like we would have to like, there would just be sets, and then you would just sit there for a while waiting for water to come, and nothing would come. And so but Franklin, like, he stuck with me, and honestly, he's such a dude, bro. I love Franklin. He just like was staying patient with me. Like if I surfed as much as Franklin surfed and I was with somebody who didn't know, I'd be like, all right, bro, you're gonna have to figure it out, which is actually what one of my other friends did when I went surfing with him. But he stayed with me. He kept teaching me. He focused on like every little thing that I was doing wrong, and it really helped me. But then by lunchtime, I still hadn't rode a wave. I'd gotten close, but I still never rode a wave. So then we get lunch, and during lunch, I was actually about to give up. I was like, dude, nah, I don't want to go out there. But Franklin wanted to go back out. And it's so funny. Franklin is such a nice guy. And he goes, stop being such a wimp, bro. And to be honest, that didn't offend me or like motivate me at all. But I just translated wimp to the B word, and I was like, yeah, he's right. And it got me hyped. So I got up and went back out there. And so the second time that I was out there, actually Franklin did start to like, surf by himself and catch a couple waves, which was great. I was fine with it. Like, I'm not mad at all. But I had a moment when I was sitting in the water, this huge body of water. You can literally see Canada on the other side. I'm like pointing like, but yeah, that's the thing. You can see Canada like from where we are in the water. And I'm just sitting in the water, and I just have this moment like, as big as the water is, I'm just in the middle of it, and I start thinking like, bro, this is what God is like. Like, God is this huge entity, so vast, so like it's impossible to explore every element of this water and every like inch of this water. The same thing is true for God. And I kind of feel like the Lord spoke, and he said, you have no control in the water, right? And that's what he helped me realize. I have no control in this water. And it's the same thing in my relationship with God. Like, we have no control. And when I was surfing, because I'm a skateboarder, so I'm used to like having a lot more control. It's pretty much like obviously like the board is still pretty hard to be in control on, but it's a lot more control than waves of water, which are always moving. The concrete is always just flat and still, so you can always just ride the skateboard. But the waves, they're always moving. They're out of your control. And like the Lord was just like, he honestly coached me on surfing. He was like, yo, just go with the flow. Like, let the wave carry you. You're not in control of the waves. I am. Just let the wave be in control. And likewise, in your relationship with me, let me be in control and just go with the flow. Stand up when it's time to stand up and get on the board, but let me take you where you're supposed to go instead of you trying to decide when it's the right time for you to stand up. And it's going to lead to you crashing and falling and coming close to drowning multiple times. So that was a pretty cool word that I got. And after that, I eventually stood up on the board like 5 times. Now, they weren't perfect. They weren't, you know, I wasn't looking like freaking Cody Maverick or anything. But you like that surf up reference? I just brought that. I just watched Surf's Up the day after I surfed because it was so fire. But I was able to stand up on the board. And I'm excited for the next time I get on the waves, because it's not about me being in control. It's about letting the Lord control me. And it's a cool way to think about my relationship with Jesus. So that's my short story for today. Thanks for listening. Squirtle's the best Pokemon. Also, under my Squirtle, I got Charizard, which is fire too. So, you know, Pokemon Master. Shout out to the new Pokemon games that are coming out. I haven't bought them, and I probably won't, to be honest. But yeah, thanks for listening. That was solely for the glory. Peace.